Good morning. I'm going to turn, there we go. I was turning off my phone so that it doesn't interrupt us. How about that? So it is Tuesday again, and I know you're all super excited, and I'm kind of awake. Not entirely. I'm just going to make sure that the YouTube page is working. No matter what I do, Ecamm Live likes to tell me to check the YouTube page because sometimes it doesn't load on its own. I don't know what that's about. It seems like they should be able to do better than that, but who am I to judge? I can't do what they do at all, right? But of course, like YouTube, oh, there I am, live now. Woo! Alright, so moving right along. I don't know if I look tired. No, you're supposed to say, you look great. But I feel really super duper tired. I'm trying to go back to my, here we go, back to my main page so I can see my face. So good morning. I hope everybody's, awake, working on your coffee. I am working on my coffee. I like to go to the 5 out of 4 page too, just so I can keep up with comments. Because while I can see the YouTube comments, I'm going to make myself a note to contact the company about why I can't see Facebook in the same box. It drives me nuts. But actually, when I opened it up this morning, I'm tired as life, Robin, you're right. It said they were working on an update, so hopefully that will fix things, and I won't look like quite the idiot that I sometimes do. No volume for me. Well, Chris, I hope that works out because that's not an option on my end. If it is, I have no idea how to do it. Anyway, I wonder if I can hear it. No volume. Oh, I can. Okay, so that was me on just checking Facebook. Okay, without further ado, before we really get started, I'm going to make sure. One thing that I, in particular, talk a lot about is the importance of a muslin. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, a little oversharing. I'm 5'9". I'm, 140 pounds or so. I have no boobs, none. And I carry some of my height in my legs. I have a 33-inch inseam. Sorry about all that noise. And then I carry some of it from my bust to my shoulder. So what I'm wearing right now is a wearable muslin. And yeah, I cut off my face on purpose, I know. So what you can see, and I just adjusted it, so yeah. So it cuts into my underarm a little bit right there, right? So we constantly get asked, what height are these drafted for, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not a question you can answer. I'm positive there are people who know more than I do out there, but I do know this. Even if my husband's pretty close to my height, but if, I'm going to pick on Christy this morning. Christy and I are not the same height, by the way. But if we were to kneel, we could be different heights because she carries her height from her knees to her ankles. Or if we were to sit, we could be different heights, right? And so it doesn't matter how tall you are. What you're looking for is underarm to waist is 8 inches. Waist to hip. You're looking for those types of measurements or finished measurements so you can then decide, okay, that inseam is not going to fit me. So we try and provide, especially finished lengths, because I know that, I'm trying to think of clear, coherent sentences, and I'm just going to move my coffee closer. No matter how tall you are or how short you are, if a maxi dress, now let's go with knee length. If a knee length dress, if I tell you the finished measurements, you can measure from underarm. Sometimes, if it doesn't have a back, we'll do from underarm to hem, or we'll do from shoulder seam to hem. And you can measure yourself and figure out how that fits on you. Because let's say you're 6 feet tall, but a lot of your height is from knee to ankle. So that's why, excuse me, it's really important to do a muslin. I am thrilled if patterns fit you right out of the gate without any adjustments. Fantastic. That is not a reflection on me or 5 out of 4 or the company that you're sewing for or whomever. That is just awesome proportions. You happen to fit that mold, right? But what I'm going to show you today is that I'm the owner and I just adjusted this a little bit so it, like, if you get wrinkles right here, I'm going to, right? You can see these. It's white, so it's not super easy to see. Now this is a brushed poly, so it's still pretty comfortable, but it, you know, it gathers. Oh, before we move on too far, I'm sorry, Laura. We're doing a giveaway today, so stay for just a few more minutes, and I'll tell you what you have to do to win. Okay, I just got off on this tangent because it was bothering me this morning. I love this shirt. I wear it with a cardigan through the winter, blah, blah. But it does dig into my underarms just a little bit. Because it's brushed poly, it's still comfortable. But I'm going to show you something. So I tried to finish a new one this morning. And my husband is such a rock star. He has really, like, done a ton. So hold on one second. Bear with. Bear with. I'm changing my clothes on camera. Not really. Don't look. I'm just going to, I did not have a chance to, I pressed it, but I didn't have a chance to top stitch this one. Now look at that. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so all I'm showing you is that what I did was I adjusted the length of the armhole. And so I didn't change the bust point. I merely adjusted just this, and what's the word? Drew a new arm side. There you go. So, I'm getting my pattern piece to show you. So you can see where the gray line is. I adjusted it a 1/2 inch down, and then I just trimmed this. Now, the key to this is, all these numbers right here, is me figuring out, thank you, Danny, a new armband. Because I made the armband slightly, or the armhole slightly bigger, I had to get a new armband. But this is just, it's just a little bit more freeing, right? I don't feel it, and I'm a little sensitive. I got some issues, a little sensory issues, other issues too, but we'll keep that for another day. And so I love this, and so now it only took me one try. I don't know if you'll be able to see the length. Because I'm, oh, now you're seeing all my mess that way. Oh, well. But because I'm tall, I like it to hit, this is not hemmed yet, so I might even lengthen the next one just a smidge more so it hits right at my mid-hip, because that's a personal choice, right? And I'm a personal person. That didn't make any sense. Anyway. Whew. Thank you, Chris. So that was a very quick and easy adjustment that I make. It's called a personal fit adjustment. Yes, this is my company, but I don't just draft for me. And Rochelle's taller than me, and she definitely doesn't draft for her. And so, I wanted to share that with you. There you go. Okay, moving right along. Today we have a giveaway. I should have started with this. My apologies. I'm not very good at the hook to make people watch the whole show. Today we have a $75 giveaway to a $70 gift card giveaway to Sly Fox Fabrics. If you have been in 5 out of 4 in our group, in our community, for very long, I'm positive you have heard us mention Sly Fox Fabrics because the ladies over there are fantastic. I love them, and they're super helpful. In fact, Rochelle is working on a swim pattern right now, a swim top. Actually, I don't know how many details she wants me to give you, but anywho, Sly Fox is my jam too, Chris. But we're working on a new swim pattern, and Sly Fox Fabrics is actually going to sponsor the swim test. We have this awesome relationship. They're super helpful. If I wasn't such a hermit, we would have interviewed them today, but I forgot, Laura. I'm sorry. So, in order to win the gift card, this is a huge gift card. This is a huge prize. So, what I need, oh, I'm sorry. Robin, go to Sly Fox Fabrics. I'm still describing it. Hopefully you can see me. You're going to go to the website, and we'll link to it, don't worry. And you're going to find some fabrics that you love, and you're going to show them here in the comments, either on YouTube, or you can provide a link on YouTube, or the picture on Facebook. Either one is fine. But let's pick out fabrics that we're going to use with the new Lizzie dress patterns, because it just came out today, and that's why I'm so tired. No matter how much, oh, funny. No matter how much effort I put in front loading, like trying to get a pattern up and running, the last few days, it's like I can't work until it's 10 p.m. the night before, and then I end up not getting any sleep. So once again, I'm going to give Mr. 5 out of 4 a huge shout out because he's in town this week. Yay! But he also really has just done a ton to help make this possible, and he does a ton all the time, but like, anyway, I'm feeling particularly lucky this morning. So without further ado, all right, you're going to go to the Sly Fox Fabrics website. I'm going to keep repeating this, and you're going to pick out fabrics that you want to use on the new Lizzie dress, okay? So now I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite Lizzie dresses that came up in testing. So let's move this image down here. All right. Why does that? Now, why are you saying that? That doesn't make any sense. Aha! Weird. Okay. And I just found a mosquito. If you live in the South, you know what my life is like. Okay. So over on the left here, we have... Why am I drawing on it? That's annoying. We have this lovely Mommy and Me set. The baby, I say this every time we do Mommy and Me patterns, but the baby has the double ruffle or the double flounce option on the neckline. And then the mom just did the tank style neckline. I love it so much. So that's one. And then here, for whatever reason, my computer is making fun of me today. Again, we have this beautiful fabric, and it has the double flounce option. And so originally, the double flounce was not in my view for this pattern. This particular tester did it, and then I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous. And so part of me, that is like what I love about testing. I love that hopefully our community is so tight-knit, and we're all sort of like rooting for 5 out of 4 and also each other, that our testers feel comfortable like coming up with new ideas. Now, I don't want to change the whole pattern, like I don't want to make this into something else, but just adding just a little detail really, I mean, to me, just sent this pattern over the top. So I'm in love with this version. And then we have this adorable Mommy and Me set right here in the middle that the mom's laughing and the daughter's looking a little sassy, and oh my gosh, I can't tell you how much this reminded me of my own 12-year-old daughter. And so that is actually on my list to sew for her and my 10-year-old. My 10-year-old has a banquet coming up, and my 12-year-old just feels fancy. So I loved this version. Again, the mom did the version without the flounce and the A-line style. And then for her daughter, she did the single flounce and the elastic waist. I find the elastic waist such a good addition. It changes the length of the dress just by an inch, which we tried to draw attention to. But it can accentuate your waist. It's funny to me how different body types both like it for different reasons. So for me, I don't have a ton of boobs. We've already mentioned that. And so I like a waist because it gives me something approaching a shape. Like I just really enjoy that. And then, here is another this one is actually a mom and daughter on 2 different sides over here. But both of them are the high-low. Look at that. So gorgeous. And I gotta be honest, I have never worn a high-low in my life, and it's just not I don't know. Drafting it, I was like, this is painful, because you have to make sure that they line up correctly on the seam, and it's, math. And anyway, moving right along. It's so gorgeous on. We had just a couple of high-low versions come through, and it just really made my heart leap out of my chest. I thought they were so gorgeous. And we're all in love with this particular family because they have the brightest smiles, and she makes me want to sew more for boys because she has a couple sons that I feel like get neglected. So here is one more that I thought was just super cute. The daughter's wearing the maxi length, and Nora, the mom, said that she didn't think she'd be able to make any other style for her now because she's discovered the maxi, and I just thought that was so cute. And then Nora's got an elastic waist. It's hard to see in this view, but I loved the stripes. I just thought it was super cute. Anyway, so moving right along, let's go back to me. More about me. Let me pull up my chats in case somebody's talking to me. Oh, Robin shared one. I love it. Robin wants to win, y'all. All right. So moving right on. I love the double flounce too. I just think that it's gorgeous. And the red lining, like the second flounce, the longer flounce, just really gave it a pop. The straps that you saw in that double flounce version are optional. You can wear it without the straps or with the straps if you want to cover bra straps. I love that option. Anyway. Okay, so we've already mentioned today's giveaways to Sly Fox Fabrics. One person has already shared a link. I love that. So in the comments there, go to Sly Fox Fabrics, maybe after I'm done, because you want to keep listening to me, or maybe on the side, and pick out a fabric that you love and you want to use. The pattern is for knits. Thank you for asking. It is definitely for knits. I've had some wovens on the brain lately. I don't sew a lot with woven, but this leads me into my segues into my next one. So I know a lot of you saw the pictures that I used for the girls' Layla. I actually ended up, I have this friend from, my brain is not working, can you tell? From preschool, who's a photographer, and I know probably 4 or 5 photographers. It's ridiculous, and I stink at planning, and then I get super stressed out, and I just never make anything happen because I'm a perfectionist, and everything has to be perfect from the get-go. And this mom, cornered is a strong word, but she cornered me one day and was like, you need headshots. Let's do this. Tomorrow, wear the shirt with the striped sleeves. It's actually this. It's a Nancy Raglan I made with the striped sleeves and this body. Wear that. We're going to do it right over here. It was like 40 degrees outside, so it was a little cold. And she did. Like, I dropped off the kids. She took 10 minutes of my time, gave me back these beautiful headshots to use on the new website. And I was like, huh, okay, well. And then she said, what else can I do for you? And so, yeah, I used the fabric from Mr. Domestic. I made those cute pictures with the pony, and they're awesome. And so I waited until we released the Layla dress on our website, and I'm trying to find a picture for you because I just love sharing them so much. And if you're in the Atlanta area and you want a family photographer, I will actually put the link to her website because she's lovely and she has great ideas about like where to go and stuff like that. But so I waited until our pattern, the Layla was live. So this is one of them. There we go. Yeah. And I shared it in Mr. Domestic's sewing room here on Facebook, and then I shared it on Instagram, and oh my gosh, guys, it was the craziest week last week. I was just like so excited. And you can see I'm not a super high energy person, and so like Mr. Domestic asked if he could share them. And so when I shared on Instagram, I tagged our gallery. They kind of ignored me. They gave me the big thumbs up, but that's okay. But I also shared fabric.com because that's where I bought the fabric. And so Mr. Domestic ended up sharing on his feed, so go over there and give it some love. And then fabric.com actually ended up sharing it in their Makers Monday live, or those little videos that they do at the top of the screen on Instagram. They have a name, and anyway. And then they contacted us about either being an affiliate or something else, and it's like, things are like, it's so exciting, so exciting. And it was just like it was a huge thrill. And then coming back from that, Mr. Domestic asked if I wanted to sew for his next fabric line. And then after I got sick in the corner because I was nervous about being a perfectionist, I started bothering Laura about what I should make and what fabric I should use. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I wish we had some woven patterns. But he has knit apparel fabrics too, but it's been a wild ride the last week. And I was wondering, like, why. I got a little down this weekend. You know how some days you're just like, meh. And I ended up spending 3 hours sorting laundry. So when laundry gets sorted at my house, you know it's a crazy day because it's awful. I watched 2 movies while I was sorting it. Like, it takes forever for a family my size, right? And I just was, like, grumpy, even though everything was going so awesome for 5 out of 4, and for me, frankly. Like, I don't know what had come over me. And finally this morning, I kind of realized, like, usually when I release a pattern, I kind of mentally check out and, like, just sort of veg for a couple days. But with everything that we have going, it's just been go, 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 which is great. It's fantastic. I love it. My ladies, the people who work for me and work with me are doing awesome, and like we're really knocking it out of the park, but I did not allow myself a moment to check out. And so Friday I released the Alice swim bottoms, and I was a little worried that they'd get lost in the shuffle because we had the Layla dresses on sale, we had the Friday promo, and then all of a sudden I was like, and here's a new swim bottom, but I didn't release it with a swim top because I have pattern ADD. It did not get lost in the shuffle. It's actually doing quite well, which makes my heart super happy because it's a fantastic pattern. It's that waist flounce or the waist peplum for a little skirt action. It's awesome, but I needed to release it on a Friday because otherwise it was like just sitting there for 2 more weeks, and I knew that I was releasing Lizzie today, and so I went from the release on Friday, which still I stayed up way too late Thursday night getting that out, and then all of a sudden I released the two Lizzie patterns today, and this is me. I mean, literally, like, I can barely string sentences together or words to form sentences, and so I'm just totally out of it. So if you don't see me around very much the rest of this week, and if my coworkers have to tag me and actually call me to get me to respond, this is why. I am exhausted. I'm thrilled. I'm super pumped with how Lizzie turned out. I think that like we really knocked it out of the park in that testing. I hope that you guys take advantage of it, even though it's not at the 40% off rate with the rest of the sale that we're enjoying this week. Hey, by the way, oh my gosh, I can't believe how brain dead I am. We are celebrating 25,000 members in our Facebook group, 3,000, but now we're like at 3,200 on Instagram, and we're over 1,000 now on YouTube as well. And so we're having 40% off like all week, and it's Mother's Day next weekend, so take advantage. And that reminds me, though, if you want somebody special in your life to get you a 5 out of 4 gift card, we do have that available. It's usually I actually will put it on the homepage. I think that would be wise. Make people not have to work very hard to find it. But the 40% off sale goes through next Sunday. The only things that aren't 40% off are the Layla dresses, Alice, and the Lizzie dresses, because they're all new releases, and it is what it is. We're already making pennies an hour because we love this so much, and it's a labor of love to get these patterns out to you. I'm curious, what do you guys do for Mother's Day? Do you like make a big deal of it? Do you go to your parents' house and celebrate your mother? Is this only a U.S. thing? Like, I'm really curious. We don't make a huge deal. It becomes one of those things where my husband's like, oh, I'm going to give you time to sew. And then even though that's what I really, really want, I get a little sad, and I'm like, but I want to do something fun. And so we usually end up going hiking because I really enjoy hiking, or we go to the lake. This year we're celebrating Stella's 2-year birthday on Saturday, and then we're going to have Mother's Day on Sunday, and both my in-laws and my parents live here in town, so we'll celebrate them as well. But yeah, Mother's Day. We have like Mother's Day, and then we have our anniversary right back to back, and so really all I want is to sleep in. I don't need anything. I don't really like things. That's it. I would like somebody else to sort the laundry and maybe clean, All right, so as part of our giveaway of thanks, yeah, that's how, I don't know, Laura coined it really perfectly, and I probably just messed it up. But anyway, we are truly thankful. So we have the 40% off, and we're also having a giveaway on the blog. I love this particular giveaway because it's awesome. So we are giving away, I might say that, oh crap, I meant to check this. An easy press, which is like a mini heat press. Sorry, I'm making sure I have the right brand because I should know this, and I'm just going to drink coffee until Laura answers me. Okay, good. It's a Silhouette. I was worried there that I had the wrong brand, but I don't know why I would, because that's the brand I own, and so it's the Silhouette vinyl cutter or fabric cutter, whatever you want to use, and then the Cricut Easy Press, which is like a mini heat press. I have the gigantic heat press that takes up a lot of room. I love it, but it's gigantic. Tasha has one of these little easy presses, and she loved it so much she actually got rid of her giant heat press and now only uses this. So anyway, we've given away both of these before, and we hope that you like it too. So go over to the blog, enter to win the giveaway, and take advantage of the sale. All right, moving right along. I'm walking a little, talking a little slow this week. I have to give a shout out to Rochelle. She's actually awake. I saw her say something in the chat down here. The women's Layla is selling like hotcakes. We thought that, it would be sort of a classic long-term bestseller because it's perfect for weddings and parties and date nights if you get super dressed up. But we've seen a ton of really awesome feedback on the maxi length version, and I'm just so pumped for her because I know that it was really a stretch, and she was learning new things as she was drafting that, which totally makes my heart sing because I saw Rosie actually mentioned in the tester group the other day that they were getting close to or working towards 10,000 hours. If you're not familiar with Malcolm Gladwell, he wrote a book a while ago, and he said that 10,000 hours is when you're like, not perfect, but like, oh my gosh, my brain just stopped working. Anyways, 10,000 hours is like the test for when you really know as much as there is to know. You're like, not a genius, but like, there's a word there. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Anyway, I love that book. I love Malcolm Gladwell. I think that he has a really interesting take on kids' sports. And anyway, it's fun if you like numbers. Expert, thank you. Wow. Anyway, I think of that a lot. I know that when I take a break from sewing swimwear, for example, my first swimsuit back is always a little bit painful. Unless I'm sewing a lot of leotards leading up to it, it gets to be May and I'm like, swimsuit season, time for new swimsuits. And that first one is just painful. So I know that Rochelle really had to push herself with this new pattern. She just commented. She said, I'm alive. And I think it's like paying off in spades. So hats off to Rochelle. Give a little golf clap or give a little woo. She knocked it out of the park. I've also, this is like, I'm almost done, I swear. Points and rewards. I don't know why it's not on the website. I will put it on the website. I will find a place for it. For whatever reason, it's been there since 5 out of 4 was born, 4.5 years ago. But now people are asking questions about how points and rewards works. I will find the thread that this was asked, but I finally figured out what it was. So for every dollar you spend, you get 1 point. And then in order to redeem your points, it's 10 points equals $1 off, okay? And you can use a max of 70% of the purchase price. So you can't get the pattern for free, but 70% is pretty amazing. You can also earn points by signing up for the newsletter and leaving reviews on the site. So that's the points and rewards. It's really easy to earn points and rewards. There you go. All right. Let me see. Remember, if you want a chance to win the $75 gift card to Sly Fox Fabrics, go and check out their website. Pick out a beautiful knit that you would love to sew up for the new Lizzie dress patterns. Go over to the blog, enter the giveaway to win the silhouette and the Cricut Easy Press, and make sure you check out the new Lizzie dress patterns. They're beautiful. They're perfect for the summer. They're super versatile. I love them. Okay? All right, folks. I think that is all I have for this week. As always, thank you for being part of the 5 out of 4 community. If you're over on YouTube, please take a moment to follow us, subscribe. That's what it's called, subscribing. It really helps us get seen, giving it the thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for everything you do to help send my kids to college. All right, until next week.